What is up, everyone? This is Genesis on the OTE Gamers server. Um, been away for the weekend. If you guys notice, I've got a brand new title up. Still a work in progress. Still doing little tweaks on it. I did get my new software. Still trying to learn how to do the time lapse on it, so I can do the build. But hopefully this week or this weekend, I will be getting this base built up. I'm getting tired of all the rain. um, Had a thunderstorm yesterday that almost got zapped twice, so I'm really looking at getting this build done. But I have been busy this weekend. Took a break from messing around with my new software. Did some things around the base. Um, Reorganized things. As you can see, everything looks better. Everything looks a lot cleaner. Um, this will probably all change later on too. Again, once I get everything built and set the way I want to, it'll all change. Added in our molecular assemblers for our auto crafting. Um, and with this ME interface, I've got just a few little things in there. And to make the patterns, you simply make a pattern interface, put your patterns in here, and if it's just simple crafting, you leave it on crafting pattern. If you need to process something through a machine or something, you switch it over to the processing pattern. We'll get into this stuff a lot more later when we go to set up all of our auto crafting and everything. So um, that'll be probably within the next few episodes. But I really want to get the base built up first before I get into that too much, so everything is set. Fixed up my assembly, or my acceleration chamber. This is not done. This is just temporary, just like these are. We're probably going to use Steve's Factory Manager to manage the inscribers, just for the simple fact that that is the most compact way to do it. You can kind of see how I've got it set up here. Each one of the different plates, and each one of these, there is just a basic item filter, and every different one, the pure quartz, the diamond, the gold, and the silicone, and it all dumps it out into this chest. And it's all from this chest too. Once you put your stuff in here, these start going to work. And then over here, I've got it all set up with the same thing, item filters on each one of these. So you don't have to worry about any kind of congestion or stuff going in the wrong way or the wrong slot. So, and then it all comes out the other side and comes out here. It's basic, it's dirty, it's nasty, but like I said, once we get things built up a little bit more, get a little bit more resources, we are going to start compacting these systems and get them running better. I did end up moving my ender quarry. It was a little close to spawn, and I was starting not to get very many resources, so I moved it out about 3,000 away from spawn, spot that I found when I was looking for those meteorites. So it's pretty far away, it's pretty secluded. I don't think anybody's going to be out there for a while. Got a lot of ores coming through, getting a lot of iron. But, so yeah, I think I used up almost all my diamonds, and I'm back up to 14 diamonds, and I've almost got 2 stacks of emeralds now, so. And my Certus quartz, I came back on today and ran it for a while, and I must got into a vein. I got a lot of Certus quartz, so you're probably going to see AE start exploding around my base. So got some more Thaumcraft research done. I'm probably about a third of the way through. I keep running out of Ordo, so for some reason whenever I do all my stuff, I use Ordo a lot, and I need to get away from doing that, but I'm getting low. But I'm going to go out node hunting here probably next couple of days, so once we get that started, I need to get that started so I can get my node building for my for all my power for my stuff. Um, Other than that, I don't think I've really done a lot of building around the base. Put out uh, some heads that I found, including my own. I got raped in the nether yesterday, so I ended up having some heads. Threw some out to some of the people on the server. But speaking of people on the server, um, give a shout out to T. Dixon. He came over for a very short little bit and was helping me redo some stuff around here. And we have a floating squid. Ah, he's glitching through the wall. Doesn't that just look... That was funny. Um, I decided I didn't really like the way that the ceiling was going to look in here once I got everything built, so I uh, put a layer here, or a floor here. This is simply where all the piping and stuff's going to go at, so that's something you'll start seeing happening a lot later on. So I kept the same look down here, though, and I just dropped everything down 3 floors, or 3 levels. I have not moved the reactor yet. When I move it, break it down and move it, I will be increasing the size of the reactor, and I might just add on to the bottom of it. Um, I got the speed 1 upgrade on the quarry, and it's draining the power pretty good, so we don't have a whole lot of power coming through that thing. And that's the main reason why I wanted just the reactor for the ender quarry right now, for the simple fact that it does eat a lot of power. But I've got plenty of yellow radium coming through, so yeah, I mean, it's not that it's that big of a deal right now, and I can make it bigger. So, and we'll probably look at expanding out and making things a little bit better as far as, size, getting into the turbine and stuff like that too. So we'll get into that later. But today's episode, we are going to get the base's main power online. Spent pretty good time getting stuff done here. So we are going to get started into this. So first thing we need to do is get our planter and our harvester out. Alright, so you guys have seen me do this stuff before. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want the harvester. Alright, so I did a little bit of prep work here, as you can see, for piping and stuff. Gonna put our harvester in, and we're gonna use an emerald upgrade. It's the biggest upgrade that we have. Just because we're gonna be using, we want 9 different things. We're gonna want a pretty big area, so we're producing a lot of different stuff. We should, right now, we shouldn't need to use all of this, and we'll probably have extra biofuel when we get done with this, but you know what? Extra is better than not enough. So, as you can see, it takes up a fairly decent area on this bottom here. I've got some stuff I want to do over here yet too, but we'll get to that later. This marker here is about the center of the Britannia area. Now, when we get into Britannia again, since we're going to have this running, there is a flower that's going to work off of this tree, this side of the farm, which is going to be the trees. It'll help bring us in some mana. So we are going to definitely going to need this area, and it's mapped out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. And if I remember correctly, the range on the flower is 10 blocks. So we don't want it eating all the way in, because it'll take all of the saplings, and we don't want that. We want to keep putting saplings back into the system. We're going to be using the saplings too. So, all right, we'll get our planter down, and we'll get the upgrade in that too, and double check, make sure we're overlapping correctly, and everything looks good. All right, so everything looks good. Now we need to do our piping. Alright, when we start off doing this, we are going to be, and Ender.io, I'm sorry about this, guys. Ender.io is having a rendering issue right now. This stuff will show up. We just have to give it a minute to show up. Um, but yeah, when we start doing this, we are going to be using Ender.io piping to do it. Um, once we get the system fairly well primed, we are going to switch over to Steve's Factory Manager, and hopefully I can get that. See, there it is. Hopefully I can get that uh, loaded up and done for you guys today. I'm not gonna do the coding for it on camera. I will show you guys just a short bit for it, and then I'll explain what I did later after I get it all set. But Steve's Factory Manager can be kind of a pain, but it helps compact stuff so much. So uh, we'll still have to have the power coming down through here, but I'm going to use, like I said, the Factory Manager to compress all of this. Because when we get to our reactor, what makes the biofuel, we've got to set it up in a certain way so it doesn't get overfloated with different things. So we're definitely going to be working on keeping that nice and compact. Give a second for that to show up. Let's get our storage done here. I ran out of blaze rods, so we are going to have to use... We are going to use barrels for now, but a lot of this will probably get switched over to the deep storage, especially for the wood and like the wheat and the apples. Those will probably all get switched over to deep storage because we probably won't use them very much. And I'm too short. Let's run upstairs and make some real quick. I need to make a hole in the wall here. Oh, I got one already. Yep, our item decks haven't rendered yet. So let's go make, what is it, 2 more? Yep, 2 more barrels. And I don't think I'm going to put elevators in. I think I'm going to use Ender.io's transports. They've got their little travel anchors. So definitely be looking at getting that done too. Let's see. Barrels. We need planks. And we need a chest. Alright, alright. I get the hint, I get the hint. So I hope you guys all had a great Easter weekend. I spent mine with the sick kids, so I didn't get to go anywhere. Didn't really do any family stuff this weekend, just with the immediate family. So my Easter weekend was pretty slow. Normally I've got like 2 different places to go to for the weekends for different family functions and stuff, but this year it was pretty slow. Didn't really do much. So, alright, there, we got all of our barrels set up. And, alright, so our Ender.io's going. We need to configure. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Alright, let's see if I can get this trick to work. If it'll show up. There it goes. Alright, shift left click. We want that to be insert. And it's going to be priority number 1. So that way we feed into it. So, and then here, extract without a signal. Alright, so let's hop up here. And now we can plumb all of this stuff in. I think I got enough to do it. Alright, so that should be enough to get everything done. And while we're waiting for that to populate, or to render, let's set our planter up. We're going to be using saplings and potatoes and carrots and seeds. So again, we want to turn consume stack off, so that way we have one of every one. So since we're going to be working with our Botania flowers on that side, we need to make sure that green, blue, and black have saplings in them. So black, blue, and green. Okay, so those have got our saplings in them. We'll work on melons on purple and blue, and we'll put our wheat in red. So then we need spruce saplings in the middle, and then we'll do potatoes and carrots. Okay, and then we're going to take some cobble and fill the rest of these in. That way it won't, we're just going to have those 9 in there, and that's it. Nothing else, just the one stack on those, nothing else. The rest of them will get put out where we don't need them right now, or back into the storage so we can use them for other things. Okay, so that is set. Consume stack off. Okay, and then here we don't want to shear leaves. Okay, so that's all set. Let's get a piece of dirt. And just one more thing I want to do before I do this is I want to take one of each one of these. I guess I might need more barrels. Just for the fact that we don't have because we're going to need one for the pumpkins, the melons, and also okay, so we need some for the wood. We've got 4 woods, so we're going to need another deep storage for the wood. Then we're going to need one for the apple, and then we're going to need one for the potatoes. So maybe we've got more than enough here, we'll see. But we're going to go ahead and lock these in right now. And these will probably get rearranged when I do Seeds Factory Manager, just to make sure that everything is close and easy to get to. So, alright, so we got that done. We can drop this down. You know, I don't think I grabbed a power cell. But, alright, now to configure all of this. All of this we have to go to... Alright, actually I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to configure all this stuff, and I'll show you guys what's going on. And I will be right back. Alright, and we are back. Basically set all of these. I know a couple of these are wrong, or going to be wrong, because they're going to have the pumpkins and the apples in it. But basically it's in and out. everything's going to go into the barrels first, and then they're going to get pulled out back into the planter. The pumpkin seeds we'll have to work on, yes, but other than that, everything else should be fine. Next thing we need to do is get power. Now, there's two different things. We've got the bioreactor and the biogenerator, okay? So we're going to put the biogenerator onto our power, and then our bioreactor is going to sit next to it, okay? We're going to take our pressure here. Now, we're going to feed this in manually for right now, like I said. Hi, Tanner. I don't know why you're in my base, but... so, yeah, anyway. So you're going to put all your different stuff in here, and then it's going to make the biofuel, and it goes into here. All right? So... so yeah, let's, I need to get a power cell, and we will come back down here and get this system going. He took all of his stuff off, so I can't see him. Anyways, we want to get, we'll take this power cell for now. I don't know why I want to go back in the door, but I'll go through here. Alright, yeah, just wanted to make sure he knew I was recording so nothing can happen. Alright, so now the way, as long as this renders in, or as soon as this renders in, we're going to do the same thing as we do before. Is we're going to go in, and then it's going to come back out, and I will disconnect this line here. That way we're not, we're getting power from this and not straight from our generator whenever this decides to render. There we go. And see. Oh, we had it. Alright, so this is going to be on insert. And this is going to be on extract. And then we'll get rid of that cable. And that'll be on extract. Alright, so now the cables are broke. Double check, make sure everything's getting power. Okay, so we got power here. And we have plants. Alright, so we'll be able to follow. I mean, we're going to have to fix our pumpkins because they won't grow like this. So we'll fix this real quick. And we're going to need water for our other crops. But everything else looks like it's growing. And that should take care of that tree. But let's go get some water. The one thing I forget to do. Alright, I'm going to grab several more buckets here. And by several, I mean, well, say 7. So Just want to make sure I got plenty of buckets. I'm gonna get this going good for you guys. Now, if I remember correctly, it's you still gotta have water for like your crops and stuff, so that they don't go dry again. So, all right. So let's look here. We got that's a melon. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're gonna do it in a 9 by 9, which is good because then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now everybody's got water. And as you can see in my bag, I do have glowstone. So we are going to be using glowstone to light this area up instead of torches. I think it's just going to work better. I don't think I'm going to have enough cobble to finish this. Oops. And I can't place blocks today, evidently. Alright, go grab some more. Yeah, I'll wait to put those in. So yeah, getting a lot of sand, getting a lot of cobble from doing all this quarrying. So I don't think I'm gonna need a cobble generator on, but I have found one in Thaumcraft we might use instead of the extra utilities one. See how that one works comparable. So that's going to be a thing that we're going to end up doing. Alright, then we need to find our middle here. I have lighting issues over there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move this row, and then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put some water there. And I seem to be having some issues. Let me finish getting this set up and see if I can get this fixed, and I will be right back. Alright, and we are back. Seem to be going fairly decent, I guess. Probably still gonna have to do a little. There's a hole there. A little bit of tweaking on the system yet. Had to go get my generator from upstairs, my power cell, and everything. Not producing any power yet. So, but what we're gonna do is you're gonna stick a stack in here, and it's gonna start going. Now, it's gonna eat things up pretty quickly. There it goes. So now this is going, and it's gonna eat stuff up fairly quickly. So we need to make sure that we're getting this system primed and make sure it's running all right. Should be getting plenty of power out of this system. I don't understand. What issues we're having here. I might have to put a second harvester in here. It just with it being so big, it might just be scanning all the blocks and not seeing them. So that might be an issue also. We got some pumpkin seeds. Yep, I do have my Woomy. Okay. Some of this. Let's see here. What did I have? I had some pumpkin seeds. Is this what we're on? Nope, this is melons. So these are going to be the pumpkins. Into the melons. Okay. So I do not have a good way of growing these. I don't know if it's just the way I was using the watering can the other day or what, but the watering can did not seem to be working. So, I don't know. I filled it up, so there it goes. And I don't seem to be replanting, which I don't quite understand. Oh, you know what? There's no water over here. Haha. That might help things out a little bit. So I need to be on this one. Let's see here. This row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, buddy, you gotta go. And then You're gonna be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now maybe things will work better. Kind of concerned about these melons and pumpkins on growing, just for the simple fact I don't think it's going to work out so well. But it would be nice to have them. And see, I don't know why it's not going back into the harvester. Let's make a walkway down here. And that's for in. Alright. Let's take a look at this one more time. Okay, insert priority 1. Okay. Are we getting power? We are getting power. I don't know why they're not stacking in here. They should be pulling out. You know what? I'm just going to cut a door open here. Hey, that was perfect. Haha. Okay, so we want to look at those two. Do a little troubleshooting here. Active without a signal. They should be working. Oh, not never active. Always active. I wonder if the system's getting confused because there's so many connections. So why don't we disconnect these cables. And this might take a second for this to render in for us. Really not liking the fact that Ender.io is having issues at the moment. It's by far my favorite um, piping mod. So hopefully they get it fixed soon, and we get an update for it. So let's go through these in. I think once everything gets planted and gets caught up, it won't be that big of an issue. Hopefully. I'm hoping at least. Huh. I had this sequoia wood in here. Okay, the wheat can. Well, let's move the wheat over. Let's see if this stuff rendered in for us yet. Okay, all but that one there. And I think maybe the system's getting confused with all those being there. So let's try that. See what that does. And this doesn't seem to be planting very fast. Oh, it did finally plant the. I think what it's doing is it's just running through and checking all the different blocks. And there's a lot of blocks to go through here and check. So I think that's what it's doing. The good thing with these pumpkins is you don't have to worry about replanting them. They'll just continuously grow. So we shouldn't have an issue. It's more or less the things going from here back to there that's going to be the issue. Alright, so we're going to let this run for a while. Sounds like I need to get some more charcoal. I'm going to check to see how much time we got left. No, we are completely full on power now. Alright. Alright, well, we're going to leave it there for now. I'm going to go ahead and take a cut, get some stuff ready. Evidently, I can't count because that should be there. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to take a cut. We're going to find what is going on up here. Ooh, I wonder if it's not the tree breaking through. That might be an issue. Ooh, might be an issue, might be an issue. Might be, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Anyways, I'll take a break, see how much time we got left, and see what we can get started on. So, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. We don't really have time to start anything else for this episode. But I might have to find something other than these Sakura wood. I'd hate to have to dig this down another, 5 blocks. When I got upstairs to look to see what I had going on, the leaves popped through the top floor, so I would have to drop it down at least 5 blocks to fix this, and I don't know if I really want to go through that. I'm kind of tired of digging this room out over and over again. Uh, so I'm gonna look around. I've got some tiger wood, but the tiger wood doesn't seem to go into the reactor. Um, it just sits in there, whereas you put these in there and it eats them up right away. So I think I've got a couple more different saplings up here that we could possibly use. Let's see, what do I got in here? I've got rubber tree saplings, and I've got these rubber trees. Now I could try the eucalyptus and the dark saplings, but I think these have to be planted on maybe. I don't know. Maybe these ones will work. Let's see what will work in the bioreactor, and then we will call it an episode. Because I don't think, might do eucalyptus. Where did it go? Okay, it does eat the eucalyptus, so we'll use the eucalyptus trees. Let's run down here. We're going to take these out. And we'll leave one in there. Okay, so hopefully those won't grow big enough where it's going to be an issue. If I can walk. And then, let's see, we'll take these out. Let me get rid of a couple things here. Okay. So, I believe we're going to call this an episode. I think right now we're going to call this an episode for now. If you guys like the new intro, give me a big thumbs up. Spent a few hours working on that, like I said. It'll be doing better. Once I get the time lapse figured out, I will be doing the build. So if there's a day or two where you're not going to get a video right away, it's probably because I'm working on trying to work with this program some more. There's a lot to it. I'm kind of overwhelmed a little bit with it, but I'm working through it slowly. So hopefully this video comes out good for you guys. I'm saying a lot. So if you like the episode, give me a big thumbs up. Share it on Facebook, Reddit, wherever you see fit. And if it's first time watching and you like the series so far, please give me a big subscribe. Hit that big subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.